Okay, today's cook up is barbecued, marinated Asian chicken legs. So they're ideal to put on the barbie, but I'm going to cook them in the oven. So you can do it in the oven as well. So ingredients, we need rice wine, we need soy, gluten-free for me, Chinese 5-spice, some sugar, some lemon, and some garlic. So we'll make the marinade up and then we'll show you how to bone out the chicken legs. So the marinade, garlic, probably 3 or 4 cloves. I'm doing 4, 5, 6 chicken legs. So you need a bit of garlic. So just smash that up. Just roughly chop. Don't have to be too fancy, too small, or whatever. It's basically getting the flavour out. Now the idea is to make the marinade before you put the chicken in, then you can taste it. You don't want to be tasting raw chicken. Sugar, probably maybe 2 level teaspoons. 5-spice, good pinch. Some rice wine, a couple of tablespoons. Actually, maybe a bit more than that. Probably half a dozen tablespoons. Soy. Probably need about half a cup of soy. So that's, that bottle's 250, so that's a cup. So about half that bottle. That should be enough. And lemon. Squeeze 1 lemon. We also need to put some chilli in it. So I'll go for my favourite. Chili bean paste. It's a good heaped teaspoon, maybe a bit more. Now, mix it up and then taste it. All right, it's salty, it's a little bit sweet. I reckon it's got plenty of 5-spice. Might need just a little bit more sugar, maybe half a teaspoon more. That sugar hasn't dissolved fully yet. Right, that tastes good. So now, we'll get back to you when we do the chicken. Okay, so I'm going to show you how to bone the chicken out. I've zoomed in a bit so you can see. So here's the bum part of the chicken. You need to cut from the other side. So this is called the oyster. You just run the knife around. It's like a little curved bone, concave. And I guess it's because it looks like an oyster. You can see that there. It's a bit like an oyster. Then just crack through the knuckle. Run the knife, always facing the knife down. Run along the bones, and then just pull it out. Then you've got another bone running here, the thigh bone and the drumstick bone. So we run the knife along there, both sides of the bone, and along the drumstick bone. Now a lot of sinew around this joint, so you need to just nick through that sinew. Don't detach it from the bone, but just nick the sinew, because when it cooks, if you don't nick the sinews, it'll just curl up. So that looks pretty good. If I didn't nick those sinews, it would curl up like that when it was cooked, because it's presented like this. So this way it looks a lot better, easier to get off while you're eating as well. Just score those thick parts, and that's done. I'll show you one more. Also in the marinade, I put an extra couple of teaspoons of sugar. Because I'm doing this in the oven, it's not going to get the caramelisation it would on the barbecue. All right, again, bum, oyster. cut along the oyster. Break the knuckle. Cut down through the knuckle, along the bone. Just pull that off. That's all fat and bone. Then the thigh bone. Run along the thigh bone. You need a really sharp knife for this too. Both sides of the thigh bone. Drumstick. Both sides of that. Then nick through the sinews. Ideally, this will marinate overnight, but it's about 11 o'clock in the morning. We're having it for dinner tonight, so it's still going to be really good. Just nick through there. Ready. Look at that. Okay, once I've boned all of them out, I'll get back to you. Okay, they're all boned out now, so don't chuck the bones away. Put them in a pot. Add water, put them on, make a stock. Simmer it for a couple of hours and it can be the base for your veggie soup or whatever you want. I trim the excess fat off because that's only going to dissolve and then sit on top of the stock anyway. So the chicken, so it's all done in here. The marinade's all in there, so just give it a mix around. It's really important to have a sharp knife. So get yourself a really good knife. Don't put it in the dishwasher. And just keep it sharp all the time. If you're looking for a good knife, I'm sure Gemini Catering will be able to fix you up there. Ask for Jim or Jen or Josh. And even if you're not in Melbourne, I'm sure they'll be able to send you something out. Jump on their website and have a look. And you'll be able to find everything you need. So it's Gemini. All right, and they're in Lynbrook. That's all done. Okay, so we've had this marinating all day. And now we're going to put it into the oven. So skin side up into a baking tray. I've had the oven on about 200 to heat up. Cook half a dozen of these. I'll leave the other two to marinate and then I'm going to freeze the other two so I can use them down the track. Okay, a little bit of the sauce, put on top, just splash it on. Now I reckon this will take a good 20 minutes. So we'll check it in about 15 and see how it's going and make another call then. Okay. Okay, they've been in about 15 minutes, they're almost ready. So all I'm going to do is just flip them over, rub them in the juice, back over again. I'm going to put a little bit of sugar on these, only because I haven't ground up. It's still a little bit off yet anyway. It'll help curl them up. Just a little bit of sugar. Just like that. Don't want too much because you don't want it sweet. And back in the oven. So we'll pop them back in the oven and we'll check them again in about another 5 minutes. So they're in for another 15 minutes and they look spot on. Just have a quick look. Beautiful, they're cooked, they're ready to go. So, delicious. So I'll serve them up and we're cooking some potato cakes to go with those, so they'll be nice in a salad. Alright, so that's all dished up now. Now this, you can thicken this and use it as a sauce on top, but I'm just going to put a little bit of lemon with each of these. And some potato cakes. So I made a stack of these and kept them in the oven warm. Look at that. A little bit of salad. Oh, amazing.